Hello everybody, Skutti here, and welcome to my second Q&A video. You have been giving me many questions, and hopefully the answers that I'm going to give will give you the answers you are looking for. So without further ado, let us begin. Wallman Seals. Can you check your fridge if you ran out of milk? Or how many attempts did you take you to build Horned King until you thought it was perfect?
Yeah, I don't think I'm out of milk just yet.
While I was doing the sneak peeks when Horned King was still called the Warmonger before his name was revealed, there was some adjustments I had to make on him before I revealed him. I had to redesign his overall design to remove the mechanical looking parts and give him more ancient looking design. And also I had to make a mechanism that would keep his arms up because of their mass. They would easily fall down due to its weight. So I had to do some redesigning on his arm builds, and I of course had to make his wings better, and of course redesign his weapon. But overall, he turned out to be magnificent. Vaituru Studios. 1. What's your favorite MOC you've built? 2. How did you get into Bionicle/Biotube? 3. Are you ever going to do a series with all your MOCs you've built? I once did a short video of my top 15 favorite MOCs I've built, and number 1 MOC is of course Jonathan Coldpower, because he's been in my collection the longest, and he is one of my oldest original idea character that I ever created when I was younger. And I have continued his writing, designing, and overall his story, and he is just my number 1 favorite MOC of all time. But Megatronus Prime? Oh boy, that is one heck of a MOC. How did I get into Bionicle in the first place was when I saw the first Bionicle movie with my friend, and I already had my first Bionicle set back then, but I didn't know the story. But over time, when the more sets came during the years, I just started collecting them and building them and playing with them and building my own MOCs and characters. How did I get into biotubing? Over the years, I've been building my own custom MOCs and characters and builds, and I've always been dreaming to sharing them with others. And when I was watching other biotubers like Dr. Scorpion X and Shadowed11, one day when I was going down the escalator on my local supermarket, I was just thinking, I am going to share my creations with others. And that's how it all started when I got into biotubing. Yes, I have been planning to make my series to come to life with the characters I've made so far. The story that would continue the story of the G1 Bionicle, how it would later meet Hero Factor in a crossover, and later meeting Transformers Prime in a bigger crossover, because that's been one of the biggest dream stories I've had over the years, and I've been trying to bring it to life. But I have still much to learn about video making, how I can make effects, scenes, and other things needed to make a proper series. But there's of course some characters that still need to be made before I can make it into series. All in a good time. Milan Samboki, which Bionicle mask is your favorite? My favorite Bionicle mask is of course the Mask of Light. As you can see, my self-MOC is wearing it, and it was one of my oldest profile pictures on this channel, and it's still my main mask in a profile picture. Cranky the Fire Golem Gremlin. When the whole wave of collectors started to invade different universes and started to copy abilities, did your universe have to deal with any? I do not know who these collectors are that you are referring to, and I haven't been planning to have those type of characters in my story. Skirus. Do you remember that ancient enemy? The one that RC used to bear, the greatest evil in your lore. Yes, I do remember. Because you're always reminding me of it! Dr. Dumb, opinion on the word cool? It's pretty cool. Nakkakorrat, when will you continue the Amulet of Hope storyline? You showed the amulet in the February 21st, 2024 short. I have been looking some of my older clips and storyline videos, including the clip about the Toa amulet, and I have been continuing its storyline in my head. And just like we saw in the last video, we saw that it has found its first master who is worthy of the power of Toa. The first human Toa of planet Earth. Maxing Gamk. Does it hurt you to paint and customize the pieces? When did you start doing this? You're doing very well. When it comes to customizing or painting the pieces, I am only doing it to pieces that I already have multiple copies of it, or they are in bad shape. Like they have bite marks, clawy marks, they are missing other pieces. Maybe they are a little bit chipped off from the edges, or overall they are in a bad shape. So I'm only doing it for pieces that I have multiple copies, or they are in bad shape. Euro Rodriguez. Are there any other LEGO themes that you like besides Bionicle and Hero Factory? Do you have a favorite monster/kaiju? Favorite childhood snack? Was there a LEGO set that you always wanted but never got your hands on? Besides Bionicle and Hero Factory, one of my favorite LEGO themes is Ninjago. I watched the show when I was a kid, I collected the sets, the spinners, the trading cards, and I have always been a big fan of Japanese culture. And one of my favorite Ninjago characters is, of course, Kai. Because fire is my favorite element. My favorite kaiju? That, of course, is Godzilla. Can't defeat the king. My favorite childhood snack was, of course, the Fatzer's Blue, a Finnish chocolate bar. The set that I always wanted but never got my hands on was, of course, Titan Matanui or Toa Matanui from the Glatorian era. But luckily, I built my own. Chad. Maku, what are the top 5 fembots from Transformers? Number 5 is Thunderblast, because she was one of the first female Transformers that I saw, and one of the earliest that I still remember. Number 4 is Solus Prime, the first female Transformer. How important she is to the Cybertron story, and her story with Megatronus, and how tragic it was. Number 3 is Windblade. Her overall Japanese geisha design, and her overall story in Transformers universe. Number 2 is Arachnid from Transformers Prime. Her overall design, her evil sadistic hunter nature, her evil sadistic personality, and the fact that she was also voiced by Ella Pyhältö, who also voiced Rodaka in Bionicle 3's Finished Up.
Olen aina ihailut arvostelukykyänne, mutta jätättehän toki todisteen työstä jälkipolvia ajatellen. Tuo minulle heidän ruumiinsa. Mitä nyt? Toot! Miksi puhut heistä kuin he olisivat yhä elossa?
Nykyään kuljen yksin. Minulla on uusi harrastus. Kerään uhanalaisia lajeja. Tosin ei niitä mikään uhkaa. Ennen minua. Kun sammutat kipinäni, tee se kivulla. Tiedäthän, minäkin soisin saman sinulle.
And number 1 is, of course, RC from Transformers Prime. Her tragic backstory, how she is an incredible fighter and a warrior, her overall design, her sassy personality, and how she is just one of the best lady characters of all time.
Also, she is just my favorite waifu. Don't judge me.
Toa Mateo, who is your favorite Hero Factory hero and villain? My favorite Hero Factory hero and villain, from heroes, it's William Furno, and from villains, it's Von Nebula. Creative Brick. 1. Will we get a movie or a series of your whole story? 2. Can you make more mock tutorials for like Josh or something? 3. What do you think about my Jonathan revamp? Yes, I'm trying my best with the series that I'm making. All in a good time. And I'll be making more building tutorials of my characters. And of course, since Megatronus Prime won the tournament, he's gonna be one of the next Let's Build videos. Your Jonathan revamp? I like it. It's good. Big actions. What inspired you to build your self-mock? What is your favorite mock that you have made? What was your first Bionicle set? Well, since many other BioTubers have their own self-mock that personify themselves, of course I had to make my own too. My favorite mock that I ever built is of course Jonathan William God Power. My first Bionicle set was Toa Galinuva. Maakaasu. Which Bionicle / Hero Factory character do you think would give the best gambling advice? Hard to say, but probably the best gambling advices would be from the Piraka. Because they would just rob the place. G1 Idard. How many pieces did you have? A lot. Boxes, 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 and more boxes full of pieces. Filmomaniac. What do you think about all the Bionicle YouTubers like Master Riker, T1 Movies, Kalenuva 135, Watati, Jedi Master 134, and Dr. Scorpion X? They are legends. Masters of creation. Forever the legends. Vortex Killer. Can you make your mocks less gappy? I can try. Shark Crossing. Would Makuta Pterodax try and plan on overthrowing the Horned King if he returns? If so, how? 100% Makuta Pterodax would try to overthrow Horned King. He would try to find a way to become even more powerful and stronger than ever before, and then turn against the Horned King, and once again try to take the universe and become its one true ruler once again. Maxink Mapk. Are there any plans for the return of Pterodax? He may be the third party to the conflict against the Horned King, or are there plans for the appearance of the last Makuta Miserix? If I'd made a story about Makuta returning to life, it would be at least better than...
Somehow Palpatine returned.
I have been thinking about building Makuta Miserix, but haven't fully thought what his role would be in my story. And that's the end of my second Q&A video. Hopefully you got the answers to your questions, and I hope you enjoyed it. This is Skutti. Goodbye. Hello everybody, Skutti here, and welcome to my second anniversary...
Perkele!
Hello everybody, Skutti here, and welcome to my third anniversary...
Oi helvetti!
Hello everybody, Skutti here, and welcome to my second...
No voi vitun aivokatkos!
Hello everybody, Skutti here, and welcome to my second Q&A video. You have given me many answers... Monta vastausta. Perkele!